What's going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another training camp recap video. Hit the like button if you haven't already, comment and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Share this out. Hope you guys are staying cool and enjoying the content. Day number 8 for training camp for the New York Football Giants in this 2024 very hot summer. So I have the AC on, and hopefully you guys don't hear the AC, you just hear me talking. So as usual, we'll go with lineup notes, some coach quotes, and we'll go to the practice notes. So Daboll said in his pre-practice presser, PPP, he said that Nacho has stood out to him as one of the defensive linemen competing for those jobs. And outside Dexter Lawrence, we don't know who's going to be on the roster. I think Nacho's going to be on the roster. I thought he was even before Daboll mentioned that, but he's been one of the mainstays in terms of the team drills, being on the defensive line with Ryder Anderson. Dexter Lawrence came back today, which is a step in the right direction. And then they factored in Elijah Chapman, Ryder Anderson, Jordan Riley, and then the rest of the guys were second and third squad guys. Darius Slayton did not practice today. He was backed off, as they quoted, because he had some tightness, and he pretty much didn't do anything team drills related. I don't know if he did individuals, but he didn't do anything major today. Greg Van Roten, he played center for a majority of the practice. Brian Daboll said that that's what they would do, also rotating in Austin Schloedman and Jimmy Morrissey. So we'll talk about that more as we get into the practice notes, because there are some negative notes about Greg Van Roten. Moving forward, as far as lineup notes go, for kick returns, they actually did some kick returns today. Obviously, no tackling, but some blocking and all that sort of good stuff. The unit consisted of Jacob Sailors, Gunnar Olszewski, Asante, John Giles, and Isaiah McKenzie. So that is who lined up for that unit. John Giles dropped a kick return, so him and Asante have had a tough camp in terms of fielding punt and kick returns. As far as the offensive line goes, this is notable. Josh Ezeudu was actually playing some guard today, and he actually played some tackle as well, so he played both spots, and he actually got left guard reps with the first team a little bit, which is interesting. I mean, maybe it was for run reps, maybe it was because they wanted to get him into action at guard against better talent. I don't know what it is, but they're having him do some musical chairs on the two left spots of the offensive line. But overall, the offensive line, the second team, looked like this. You had Josh Ezeudu and Joshua Miles at left tackle. You had left guard Jake Kubas. You had centers Austin Schloedman and Jimmy Morrissey. You had right guard Jalen Mayfield, and he even matched up at center a few times. And right tackle Yadni Kajusti also mixed in with Joshua Miles. For the third team O-line, you had Yadni Kajusti, left guard Marcus McKeithen, and then left guard Josh Ezeudu, Jimmy Morrissey at center, right guard Marcellus Johnson, and right guard Marcus McKeithen, and right tackle Matt Nelson. So that's how they lined up in terms of the positions for the offensive line, second and third squad. So practice notes, right? I thought these guys, now they did one-on-one reps with the O-line, D-line. They did O-line reps with not the O-line reps, but one-on-one reps with the wide receivers and corners. I think two guys that stood out to me that are fighting for roster spots, Isaiah McKenzie and Dennis Houston. They had some catches in the team drills, but what really impressed me is how they were beating the corners and making the contested catches when needed to. So very good reps versus the corners for Isaiah McKenzie, who will probably make this team via special teams if he does, and Dennis Houston, who needs to do a little bit more. Now, to move over a little bit, by the way, Isaiah McKenzie also got hurt, but he seemed to get back up. He was clenching to his lower back. Joshua Miles and Jake Kubas, they impressed in one-on-ones, which really doesn't surprise me, right? I've been talking about Joshua Miles for the longest. I know several people have brought up Jake Kubas, and I've taken mention to him. Two guys that may not have made the roster a couple of weeks ago, but are starting to get into the fold, and you're starting to have conversations. Jake Kubas, not so much, but Joshua Miles, you start to think about it, because Joshua Miles has a little bit of experience under his belt, and you don't have a swing tackle right now. We don't know what Josh Ezeudu is going to, what his injury is going to be, how long he's going to be out. Hopefully it's not too long. But that leaves a space open for a swing tackle. Juicy hasn't played well. Matt Nelson hasn't played well. So a guy like Joshua Miles, who's played well, is a guy that you could probably slot in there and then until Ezeudu comes back or whatever you want to do with Ezeudu. But Joshua Miles has earned his flowers for the most part. And Jay Kubas, again, very strong in pass protection against some of the guys in the one-on-one reps. So I have to give credit there. Kayvon Thibodeaux had a couple of nice reps in the one-on-ones. Brian Burns had a couple of nice reps in the one-on-ones. Moving on, tight end Jack Stoll suffered a knee injury, so we'll see how it pans out in terms of his injury, how long he's out. Hopefully it's nothing major, but that would be big considering he is a blocking tight end and he's also a special teamer. But he has not been playing well this camp. I think he's been under-featured, if that's a term. Chris Manhertz, Theo Johnson, and Daniel Bellinger have seemed to get the reins over him with the first and second squads. Mentioned Isaiah McKenzie. Now, as far as Josh Ezeudu's performance goes, he did not play well. He did not play well. Left tackle and left guard. Now, I couldn't see much at guard, but as far as left tackle goes, no bueno. He got beat twice by Azeez Ojulari. Ojulari would have had a sack, I believe it was on Drew Lock, and then Ezeudu gets carted off. So it wasn't a good day at all for Josh Ezeudu. And again, hopefully he's not too injured. Hopefully he's not out for a long period of time. But the Giants need to figure something out with Ezeudu. Is he going to be a swing guard or is he going to be a swing tackle? Because he's got to be good at something. He's not, again, like last year, the year before, his handwork wasn't good. Then they swung him over to tackle because Andrew Thomas got hurt. He was not good there. He got Daniel Jones hurt. So the Giants need to find a role for him and stop moving him around. I know they're trying to fit and see, okay, if he doesn't do this well, he'll do this well. I don't know what it is. Just get it figured out, please, because we can't stand, he's going to be here one day. He's not like, I can't take it. I can't take it. This guy was a third-round pick, so it's a premium pick, and this guy hasn't really turned out with much of anything, and he's also been off the field most of the time. Moving on, I thought Van Roten definitely struggled at center. It was really also the O-line in total towards the end of practice, and Shane Bowen was sending some more heat. Daniel Jones felt the heat from Ryder Anderson. He felt the heat from Elijah Chapman, but when Elijah Chapman got in, Bobby Okereke also got in. I think the running back was either Singletary or Sailors, so I'd have to go look at the replay. But I would like to think, A, they're not handling the blitz well, B, it's an adjustment of protections that needs to happen, whether that's Van Roten or Jones at the line or just the O-line in general. But Greg Van Roten is not a center. I'm going to keep standing on that mountain till he's not put at center anymore. He is not a center. He is a guard. I don't understand why they don't put him next to a Luminor. Stinney, if he could play center, great. If not, you got two backup centers in Austin Schloedman and Jimmy Morrissey. And if you need to, you mix in Jake Kubas and you train him a little bit. Maybe Jalen Mayfield. But this nonsense of Greg Van Roten trying a new position, it's just nonsense to me. It really is because, again, he's played guard most of his career. He's a vet. He's 34 years old. I don't know if you're going to teach a old dog new tricks. That's just my personal opinion. And then, again, JMS was out, so that's why they probably did it. But I don't want to see more of this cross-training when he comes back. As I said, the O-line struggled pretty much to the end of practice. Very tough drive for the first offense in terms of the hurry-up offense drills. Daniel Jones, I thought he did okay today. If we were to put this practice, by Daniel Jones in a category, I would say it's not a needle mover because he had some solid throws. They didn't really throw deep at all. Obviously, the one-on-one throws were okay. He did throw an interception to Pinnock. It would have been a sack by Ryder Anderson, but Jones got rid of it, threw it into double coverage, and it was intercepted by Jason Pinnock. So he was 9 for 16, as many measured his throws and stuff like that. But again, there was multiple pressures, multiple sacks. They did start to blow the plays dead towards the end of practice, which I like because, if you don't blow that play dead or any of those plays dead, then in the regular season it's going to suck because the quarterbacks are going to be taking more sacks. That's just my personal opinion from the way I've been seeing things. Malik Neighbors, I thought he was the center of the offense again. He made some really nice plays. There was one play where he didn't get the ball. Actually, no, he got the ball, but Banks was holding him. He got a touchdown to the back of the end zone. So he's still as good as advertised. He's pretty much the center of the offense. There was some back shoulders to him, short passes, stuff like that. And again, I just think that overall the wide receivers got better of the defensive backs outside a few reps by Trey Hawkins and Trey Herndon, two guys that are trying to make the roster. Trey Herndon, obviously a veteran, and Trey Hawkins, a rookie from last year. But I hope you guys enjoy the content. I posted a lot of clips on Twitter. All of the clips that I had from today that I don't post on Twitter and the ones I post on Twitter are going to be at the end of this video. So like, comment, subscribe, really good stuff. Turn on post notifications so you know live stream pops, video drops. I will be on Mac the Giants Fans YouTube channel along with Adam Costas and Zion Zenith for premium takes later at 9 p.m. I'm going to be going on there to talk about what I've seen at training camp thus far. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.